Hello and welcome. I am Roy at Ninjazilla90, and today I will be reviewing the Mattel Masters of the Universe Revelation Battle Cat. This is a really cool figure and a companion for your Masterverse He-Man figures. So yeah, he's kind of like a must-have if you already have a Masterverse He-Man figure, and I will get to that later in this review. But anyway, I got some things to say about this figure. I will be going over articulation, detail, and playability, and letting you guys know what my thoughts is, and whether or not I feel this figure is still worth it, knowing the Chronicles line is out. But anyway, guys, with that said, let's get started. And now, starting things off with the box, because you know we have to talk about really cool boxes on this channel. Well, we have them, and of course, as you can see, I put him back in the box just to review the box, just to show you guys how cool he looks in package, although, unfortunately, I won't be keeping the box, because like I said, I just simply do not have the room to keep the boxes. But anyway, as you can see, we can see Battle Cat, aka Cringer, inside the Masters of the Universe Revelation version, because obviously that's what it says on the front of the box. Masters of the Universe Revelation Battle Cat, of course. We have that it's a deluxe detailed sculpt articulation. Okay, because we have that label on there. And we have the Mattel logo. It's from a Netflix original series, ages 6+. So all you 5-year-olds, you're out of luck. We have the Masterverse logo right there at the top flap of the box, letting you know what figure line this is from. We have over 30 points of articulation, or a barcode, which nobody really cares for. Side of the box, we have Battle Cat fighting Tiger. Side of the box, we have a really cool picture of Battle Cat right there. And of course, the back of the box, we have a really cool art style picture of He-Man riding Battle Cat right there, looking really, really cool. That's why I said it's a shame that I have to throw out these boxes, because we have some really cool artwork on them. But yeah, like I said, I just simply don't have the room. We have his character bio right there, so I'll leave it right there for a hot little minute, so you guys can pause it and read it if you choose to. And now, moving right along, we have also available in this line, we have Evil Lyn, which I do not have a single Evil Lyn in my figure collection yet. I am yet to get one. We have the Masterverse Revelation Skeletor, which I do have. We have Mossman. I almost mistakenly called him Swamp Thing because he's so similar. But yeah, we have Mossman. I don't have him yet. We have the Revelation He-Man, which I do have. And we have Skelegod, which I also have, but I just haven't reviewed yet. And we have a really cool promotional picture of Battle Cat right there as a Cringer with his armor removed. As you can see, remove the mask for Cringer. So basically, yeah, you just remove his armor, and yeah, you just have it. It's normal Cringer, like Green Tiger form. And of course, we have empowering the next generation through play, Mattel, a bunch of recycling logos. Bottom of the box, a bunch of legal information, a bunch of copyright and everything, and MattelShop.com, blah blah blah, and yeah, that's about it. And yeah, that pretty much concludes it for the box. Now on to the figure. And now, here we have the Mattel Masters of the Universe Revelation Masterverse Battle Cat right here before us in all of his Eye of the Tiger Cringer glory. As you can see, this is a well-sculpted, well-detailed figure made by the super cool, awesome people at Mattel, of course. This figure has really good articulation and detail, and that's what I'm here to go over today. So with that said, let's get started. Starting with his armor. Basically, he is wearing his signature, like, I would say, like sort of like this, like, crimson, sort of like maroonish, like, red, type of, armor. We can see he has, like, his, face mask helmet right there, with this, with some spikes at the top. We have, like, this bigger spike at the top, and we have the smaller spike underneath. We have these spike-like tusk coming, sort of like guarding his mouth, like guarding his jaw and his mouth. And we have like some more spikes that's sculpted on, transitioning into like this, like sort of like this like guard piece or like shield piece at the top of his head, whatever you call it. And of course, if you look at the face, we can see he has some very bright, vibrant, glowing yellow eyes painted onto the armored face mask. Although, yeah, that's painted on the mask. They're not, you know, the eyes on the actual figure are not coming through. So it's just, yeah. Just so you know, moving to the saddle or his back armor. This is made out of a very squishy, rubbery, like pliable material, but I wouldn't manhandle it. We have like this spike coming up right there. It's basically his armor harness or saddle harness, whatever you want to call it, and it is removable. And the only downside is mine, the face mask armor or armor helmet, whatever you call this piece right here. Mine has like a little paint mishap there. I don't know how I got it, like little white blotch, but it was like that out of the packaging. But anyway, it is what it is. Articulation, like I said, is really good. All I have to do is remove his armor so we can have him in his normal Cringer mode. So basically, what you do is you start by removing the helmet, which is helmet. It frequently falls off, so that's a downside. So you could just shake it like that, it'll just plop right off. So just let you know how easily that helmet, face mask, whatever you call this, like armored piece, yeah, comes off easily. His saddle, all you do is like you unclip these pegs and you just unstrap them like so. Comes right off with relative ease, and then you have him in his normal Cringer form. And as you can see, there's his face. He has his signature cat eyes because obviously he's a tiger. We open his mouth. As you can see, his teeth are very bright, vibrant, pearly white. You can see the inside of his mouth is a very bright, vibrant red, especially with his tongue and the roof of his mouth. We have all that good detail in there, and as you can see, he does have a cat like sort of like this realistic cat-like fur pattern sculpted into his body. So you can see that if you look at him real good. He does have like sort of like this furry texture. It's not like real fur, it's just basically sculpted plastic, but you could just like, you can feel it and you can see how like it, yeah, it's a very like fur-like sculpt, especially with the underneath. It just looks like flowing fur. That's what it's basically supposed to be, because like I said, he's a tiger. But he's no ordinary tiger. He's Cringer. He's Battle Cat. He's He-Man's trusty companion, of course. And going over articulation with this figure, starting with the head, the neck can look up, we can look down. The neck is basically on a hinge. The head is on a ball joint, so we can look right, we can look left, we can look up, we can look down, and we can cranium revolvus a full 360 and the opposite way. Of course, his jaw is on a hinge. We do have some ball joints in his shoulders, so we can move his shoulders out about that far, back in about that much. We can rotate them around about that far back until it collides with the sculpt, and then back down, and then we can only go so far the opposite way, and then forward again. We have a hinge in the elbow, so we can bend those elbows forward and back, like so, and swivel all the way around. Same is true with the other arm, so bend those elbows forward and back, and swivel all the way around. We have a hinge in the wrists, so we can bend them forward and back. Same is true with the other hand. And we do have a swivel in the wrist as well. Same is true with the other hand. And we can also swivel the arms as well. So we do have elbow swivels, so we can do that. Those are also his arms, even though they're his front legs. But they're, like I said, that's his arms because he's bipedal. He's a cat, which means his hands also double as his front feet. But anyway, far as his hind legs, his hind legs, basically his hips, or his just straight up legs, are on ball joints just like his shoulders, but we can only bring them out about that far, so we really don't have that much of a range with the hips because they collide with the sculpt a lot quicker than what the shoulder joints do. But anyway, we can rotate them back about that far, and then forward about this much. So if we want to put Cringer in a sitting pose, we want to have him do the sit boy like Inuyasha and Kagome. We can still do that, except it's we don't have the you get it. But anyway, now that he's standing on all fours again, we can go over knee articulation. Knees can bend forward like so, and then back and rotate all the way around. Same is true with the other leg, so forward and back, all the way around. We do have a hinge joint on the bottom portion of his leg as well, so we can rock that forward and back, and rotate all the way around as well. Same is true with the other leg. Forward and back, and all the way around, a full 360. And I just dropped his face mask on the floor, so pick that back up. And of course, his ankles are on hinges, so he can point his feet down and then forward like so, and also rotate that all the way around, a full 360. Like so. Same is true with the other side as well. And also, if you look at his feet, he has some pretty nice, realistic cat-like paw prints, or hand or feet palms, I guess. I don't know what you call that part, but it is what it is. And his claws are a nice, vibrant, glossy black, matching his eyebrows and his the outline on his ears, I guess. And of course, as you can see, he is also sporting his bright orange, like his signature bright orange stripes. And of course, he wouldn't be complete without his trusty companion. So let's get He-Man on him and see how he looks. And now here he is with He-Man riding on his back, and yeah, it looks really, really nice. And yeah, this is compatible with any of your Masterverse He-Man figures. This is the Masters of the Universe Masterverse Revolution He-Man. This is the battle armor, although I have him with this regular harness. This is actually my favorite He-Man in the Masterverse line, and yeah, I have him with the extra shield I had from my 40th anniversary He-Man that I broke by rotating the top torso too much because I thought it was stuck paint. But yeah, that's the one I ultimately replaced. But anyway, yeah, I think this is a really cool, good figure and a really cool one to have in your collection, especially knowing that he's a companion for your Masterverse He-Man figures, or any other Masterverse figure who you want to have ride Battle Cat. He's definitely good for that. But anyway, if I have to give this figure a final score based on detail, articulation, and playability, I have to give him a drum roll, please. And based on detail, articulation, and playability, I have to give this one a well-deserved, not quite perfect, but still highly recommended 9 out of 10. Why? Number one, I think this is what this figure, like I said, is a really good companion for your Masterverse He-Mans. And right now, if he's still available, which I think he is, you can actually get this one from BigBadToyStore.com right now for about $20-ish, because that's how much I paid for mine. I got mine like relatively cheaper than what most people get them, so you can get them for a really good deal right now, judging by the fact that he's still available. If not, I mean, you could always skip this one and go straight for the Chronicles Battle Cat, which I don't have any of the Chronicles figures yet. I may or may not get into that line. It all depends. I'm still debating on that right now at the moment. But anyway, like I said, highly recommended figure for your Masterverse collection. The only downside, if you're trying to get his counterpart, which is Panther, which is Skeletor's companion, yeah, those are kind of out of reach for most people, because those are like, I think are like limited edition Mattel Creations exclusive, and those are like super crazy expensive on the secondary market. I'm just not paying those prices. But anyway, guys, that pretty much concludes it for this review. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. And to wrap it all up, stay safe, take care, God bless, stay positive, stay powered up, and peace out.